Welcome. In front of me I have the Arzopa, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing this correctly, S1 tablet, and today I'll be going over unboxing along with a quick look at this portable monitor. So even though it's called a tablet, it is basically a portable monitor, so let's get into it. Now this is going to be a 15.6 inch display running at a 1080p resolution with no high refresh rate or anything like that. Let's just rip into it. So you can already see that there is actually a case provided with this device, which is pretty good considering this is a portable monitor, so it benefits you to actually be able to transport it without really fearing that you're gonna damage it. Now the reason I'm pointing that out is because their Z1FC, to bring that up into view, so let me just move that to the side. This one, if I just actually pop it open, come on. So this is a 144 Hertz monitor, IPS, all that jazz. It's basically very similar to what I have right here, but you can see there is no case. It's just this, a little kickstand, and that's it. You're good to go, and nothing else other than this. So considering that what I have right here, okay, that was an interesting sound. Considering what I just showed you is significantly more expensive than what I have right here, for that to not come with a folio case, or however you want to call it, just anything that can just transport it in, is just weird. Here we do have a case. It might not be the best. It's actually just kind of flimsy, as you can see. It's not something that you're gonna, I wouldn't say it's gonna protect your device too well, the screen itself that much. But it's still better than nothing. I can pop it off of this magnetic cover, and there is no kickstand, unfortunately, at the bottom right here. So without the case, you have actually just no way to kind of stand it. Maybe you can lay it down, or you can just prop it against something. But it does come with a case, which you can fold back, I presume, like, let me see. How would that be actually folded? Let me just try to figure this out. Like this? Possibly this, no. Okay, boomer moment right here. Yeah, that's kind of weird. You can probably look at the instruction to figure out how to fold this so it can actually stand. As this, there is no like magnetical attachment anywhere, so it just kind of flips up. But anyway, let's just first close this in the box right here. So inside here we have a couple of cables. So we have the micro or mini, I'm not sure which one it is, HDMI to just a normal HDMI. Then we get a Type-C to Type-C, and Type-C to USB. Now I'm gonna actually take out this one, as it will allow me to just quickly boot it up from my phone. Now one more thing, which, let me see if this is the case right here as well. Yep, so this requires a power delivery. Doesn't have any kind of built-in battery, unfortunately, so when we plug it in, at least when I plug it in with my phone, I will not be able to crank up the brightness all the way because my phone just cannot output this much energy through the USB. So what will happen is the moment I surpass, I believe, like 40% brightness, it just automatically shuts off the display, reboots it, and then starts off back again to like lower brightness. So it should boot up pretty quickly. And there we go, so it's starting up. And there it is. In terms of appearance, it looks identical as the Z1FC, like I mentioned. though that one has, I think, metal body. This one has just straight up plastic, but it looks identical, I would say, apart from just the color. The display right here, if I just lift it up, display looks also the same way, so I don't see any kind of difference. It's still 1080p resolution, and it's okay display. It doesn't have any kind of weird discoloration or anything like that, but also doesn't have any kind of high refresh rate. And just to kind of showcase you, we do have a couple buttons right here. So we have the, whatever that is, I think that's supposed to be a power button, but it doesn't do anything. Oh wait, we have something written right here. So we have type C. Oh, so this would typically allow you to switch between, if you can kind of see this, switch between the modes. So we have two different type Cs and HDMI that you can utilize, and can have all of them plugged in, and this button, the first one, would be swapping between them. Then we have the brightness, and just to kind of showcase what I was saying, we have 36, 7, 8, and okay, so we can get brighter here without actually shutting off. Oh, there we go. So we went to like over 60, I think, and it, like I mentioned, for me it shuts off. Now if you have it plugged into something like your laptop, Mac or whatever, this would not be happening, as that will be able to provide way more power than measly phone can through a USB. Let's be honest, these devices can barely charge quickly, at least the one that I have right here, it's Samsung S25. So that has a charging speed of 25 watts. So I can, and I have a feeling that when it comes down to reverse kind of charging through the USB, it's going to be much slower than the 25, which is already kind of low. Although for a monitor like that, it should be fine. I don't think this monitor will be consuming this much energy, but obviously it exceeds what the phone can do. For a computer side, it should not be a problem. So yeah, there we go. That's basically the monitor. I'm gonna unplug it, and we can take a look at the UI. So right here we have a speaker grill, and we have one on each side. Like I mentioned, we have the button to switch to different ports. So we have the HDMI, we have the two different USB-C ports. Then we got the volume rockers right here, or volume, sorry. They're not volume rockers, they're brightness rockers. Though it is also a volume rocker, which if I bring it up closer, you can hopefully see it right here. As you can see, there is a speaker on there, and we have plus gear and brightness, or not brightness, but speaker minus. By default, they control brightness. Possibly if you hold the button right here, this one, it might be just like a mode switch, so you can then control volume, but I'm just guessing right here, so I have no clue. Haven't really tested it out, but in the manual you'll most likely find information. Then at the bottom we just have a couple of rubber feet right here on each side, and at the top absolutely nothing, with a plastic build for the most part. This though feels like aluminium. So the back right here, I believe it's aluminium, while the rest of it, the sides and the front, is plastic. Now the casing that comes with it is, well, most certainly not leather like it looks like. It's kind of flimsy, so for purposes of protecting the screen, I wouldn't really trust this to drop it into the backpack with other things in there, as the pressure it can put on just the display, because it is a over 15-inch display. As you can see, it can bend pretty easily. So I can, hopefully you can kind of see this. Like I can easily just bend this. Like I'm not putting much stress on this, just to kind of showcase. This is just kind of floppy jalopy right here. So with that in mind, when you have it closed and you just put pressure somewhere like right here, it can totally damage the display if the pressure is hard enough. Which, as an example, if you have a laptop in here and it has like you know, the feet, so you know, when you place it down, so it doesn't, like, body of the laptop isn't blocking the vents and all that stuff. If it gets somehow, you know, misshifted and maybe you're running or whatever, yeah, that could totally damage your display right here. At least I would presume so. So this would be probably something that I wouldn't be using with other things in a backpack. Considering it is a portable display, you want to transport it, it would make sense that you can transport it safely. And this flimsy thing is not safe, I would say. At least not in my eyes. So anyway, that's about it. So if you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.